problem in the United States. Every 8 hours, a U.S. citizen is killed by a police officer.
So far this year, 1,052 American citizens have been killed by police brutality. And since May 2013, 2,973 American citizens have been killed by police brutality.
84% of officers said they have witnessed fellow officers use more force than is necessary.
52% of officers have said it is not unusual for an officer to turn a blind eye to the misconduct of a fellow officer.
And when identifying demographics, the total indicates that policemen have killed black people at more than twice the rate of white and Latinos.
However, police brutality is not the only problem. The second most misconduct of police officers is the sexual abuse among them.
First, he punched me in the face real hard.
For 49-year-old Ronnie Holloway, Friday, May 29th is not a day he will ever forget. And you know what? The video of that night is as crystal clear as his memory. It's video taken by a surveillance camera out in front of Lawrence's bar in Passaic. Ronnie, whose mother says suffers from schizophrenia, was out on the curb when a police car rolled up. A female officer inside asked him to zip up his jacket. When he did, he says Officer Joseph Rios jumped from the cruiser and went on the attack.
After he punched me, that's when he reached for his nightstick and just started swinging and hit me here real hard, hit me again real hard. Then he hit me in my thigh muscle real hard, and he kept hitting me in my leg, kept swinging it.
After the more than 3-minute altercation, Ronnie was handcuffed, arrested, and charged with, among other things, resisting arrest.
My name is Erwin Jerome, and this is
Sean Bailey.
And today I'm going to be asking you a couple questions about police brutality.
All right.
Now, do you know what police brutality is?
Isn't it when a police officer abuses his power over another citizen or another person in the United States?
Yes. Now, have you ever witnessed police brutality?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. Do you believe that society has brought police brutality on themselves, or that policemen are being racist?
I feel like it's not necessarily that policemen are being racist and that society's bringing it upon them, but that there are just some people out there that might be racist, but like it's not the police officers in a whole that are discriminating against other races, but it's just that because in some situations it might be the certain individual egging them on to do something about it, or that the police officer in general just might be racist or discriminant, but in whole the police force is not being brutal against citizens.
So, do you believe that policemen are abusing their power, or that they are doing what is right?
I feel like some might be abusing their power, but not all of them are. So I think the majority of them are doing what's right, but there is that small majority of policemen that are.
Not the first time the police have been videotaped using excessive force. None of us can ever forget Rodney King. It's not the first time people die in police custody, and it isn't the first time that a grand jury has vetoed justice. Why are people walking around with their hands up saying, "I can't breathe"? Why are people saying, "Don't shoot"? Why are they proclaiming these things all over cities in America? It is because of a long train of abuses, not one particular case. People who want to argue over the nuance of one recent case in the news or another are free to do so, but no one can deny the unmistakable pattern between police and community, particularly black community, and men in that community. We can talk about Eric Gardner and Michael Brown, but what about Tamara Rice, 12 years old? What about Darren Hunt, who had a toy? What about Rodney King? And by the way, not only is this a long train of abuses, it goes back further even than the Kerner Commission report, which said our nation is moving toward two societies, one black, one white, separate and unequal. 50 years ago, we were dealing with this same issue, and it is on us today, and we must make a call to action to reverse this trend so that every American, all Americans, can feel that the government really is liberty and justice for all.